Salut à tous mes étudiants. Alors, soyez tous les bienvenus sur notre chaîne Easy French with Marcel avec un nouveau cours, une nouvelle leçon. Hi everyone. Hi all my learners. Hi all my dear students. So, welcome once again on Easy French with Marcel. So, today we're going to learn and discuss about a new topic, all right, in French to always improve our French communication, our French speaking skill, our French understanding skill. So for today, we're going to have, this grammar point to help everyone to start speaking and building a correct and appropriate, simple, basic sentence in French. Salut à tous. Alors, comme je l'ai dit, soyez tous les bienvenus. Si vous êtes là pour la première fois, alors rassurez-vous de vous abonner à notre chaîne ci-dessous. Alors, le lien est là. Partagez avec vos amis, partagez avec tout le monde. Et puis, n'oubliez pas de vous abonner et mettez des likes, aimez et partagez surtout. Alors, soyez tous les bienvenus. Aujourd'hui, comme vous le constatez au tableau, nous allons étudier un nouveau cours. Alors, nous allons apprendre quelque chose de nouveau ou du moins reviser quelque chose de nouveau pour ceux qui comprennent ou connaissent déjà le français. Alors, soyez tous les bienvenus et nous allons commencer dans si peu. All right, so now we're going to start. Make sure you share the live. Make sure, all right, you like and write your comment, okay, in the chat section, in the comment section. Alors, merci à tous et soyez tous les bienvenus. Et donc, aujourd'hui, notre cours d'aujourd'hui, c'est sur les prépositions. Alors, les prépositions, vous avez les prépositions à, en, au, à la, al. C'est bon? So today we're going to discuss about this topic, which is about the preposition, the French preposition. All right? So we have a. All right? A in French is always a. Remember. And keep in mind, a. And the other preposition is en. The sound is different. O. The AU. A, la. And al. Is that okay? Once again. A. You can repeat with me, no problem. Un. O. A, la. Al. All right, so here are almost 5 French prepositions. So we're going to learn each one of them and the uses, how we use a, when we use a, for what we use a. En, same goes for en, when, how, and how we have to use en. O as well, a la, and al. So in a sentence, how are we going to use al, a la, o, en, and a? So you can repeat again, a, en, o, a la, et al. Très bien. Alors, nous allons commencer. So as you can see here, we have a. So the preposition a is used, okay, for cities. All right, which mean in, and to use for to someone. We use a. For the mean of transportation, for buy, we use also a. I'll repeat again myself. So a is used, all right, in front of cities. So all the cities, you can say, okay, if you want to say in Paris, in Madrid, in Rome, in Geneva, or in Barcelona. All right? So we're going to say a to someone, to Marcel, to my dog. All right? So we use a. Mean of transportation. All right, so we use a for the mean of transportation. We cannot get inside. We cannot get into, we use un. Let's go with few practical examples. J'habite à Paris. So I use à here because Paris is a city. J'habite à Dubai. Dubai is a city. So I use à. So I live in Paris. I live in Dubai. So à for cities. So any city you use à. So you can make one example in the comment section, okay, to make sure you're practicing correctly. All right, so j'habite à Paris, j'habite à Dubai, j'habite à Delhi, j'habite à Madrid, j'habite à Dubai, j'habite à Istanbul. Très bien. Now let's go with the second point, with à. To someone. Example. Je parle à Marcel. Je parle à Marcel. So I speak to Marcel. Je nourris, ok, j'appelle à l'aide. J'appelle à l'aide. Okay, I call for help. All right, so here à is used for. J'appelle à l'aide. Très bien. Je vais à pied. When it's used for use mean of transportation by. So we use à. All right. So these mean of transportation are used, okay, when we cannot get inside, we cannot get into, so we use à. So all the mean of transportation we cannot get inside. For example, je vais à pied. I go by foot or I go by walk. Je vais à vélo. I go by bicycle. Je vais à moto. I go by motorcycle. All right? Or je vais à cheval. I go by horse. All right? So à is used when you want to say in city. All right? To someone. For mean of transportation, okay, use with by. And with the mean of transportation, we cannot get inside, we use à. Très bien. So you can make few examples from your hand. All right, for practicing. Now let's move to the second point. En. You can repeat with me. En. To get the sound and the pronunciation correct. En. All right, so when do we use en? So en is used for feminine countries. So by now in French, as you know, everything has a feminine and masculine. All right, every noun. So for countries as well, we have feminine countries and masculine countries. All right, so I have more videos about that, so you can check my videos. All right, I have made some video based on countries, okay, feminine countries, masculine countries, and plural countries. All right, so you can check in my video, you will find, okay, that video over there. So feminine countries and mean of transportation, periods, seasons. So if you want to say in with the feminine countries, you want to say by with the mean of transportation, you want to say in or on with period or season. So we have few examples here. Let's try to learn and practice with those examples. For example, j'habite en France. J'habite en Australie. So I use France and Australia because these two countries are feminine countries in French. And we have so many other countries. Okay, j'habite en Chine. Chine is feminine countries, all right? J'habite en Australie. J'habite en Angleterre. All right, so we have so many feminine countries. All right, now let's go with the second point. Transport, use with by. All right, so here we use this by for mean of transportation. We can get inside. All right, we can get inside. So if we can get inside, we use by, but in this case, in French, we use un. But other case, we use a because we cannot get inside. So that's why we use a. But here we're going to use un. For example, je vais en avion. I go by plane. Je vais en bateau. I go by boat. All right. So here I made this example with the mean of transportation to express by. All right. The third point, periods and seasons, where we can use in or on. But in this case, in French, we say en. Few examples. Je suis en retard. I am late. Je suis en vacances. I am on holiday. Or here, period or season, en 2023. In 2023. En mars. In March. En été. In summer. En hiver. In winter. So for this period, seasons are used en été. Seasons en hiver. So in winter, in summer, in March, in 2023. So for periods, all right, je suis en vacances. So I am on holiday. Je suis en retard. I am late. Is that okay? All right, so this is the second point, okay, with on. Now let's move to the third point. O. When do we use O? How do we use O? So O is used for masculine countries. So on is used for feminine countries to express in. So O is used for masculine countries to express in as well. All right? And O is used also for masculine noun. For example, shops, places, localization. So in English, we can use for in, to the, or at the. All right? So we have few examples here. J'habite au Canada for masculine countries. J'habite au Brésil. So we have so many masculine countries and many feminine countries. So make sure you check on those feminine countries and masculine countries to use it correctly and to not make wrong use of un and o. So if you know masculine countries, you can see so many examples, all right? J'habite au Canada, j'habite au Brésil, j'habite au Japon, j'habite au Mexique. So we have so many masculine countries. All right. Now for noun with shops noun, places or localization. All right. We can use this example with O. Je vais au marché. Je vais au parc. All right. Je suis au cinéma. Je suis au restaurant. Au nord, au sud. So here, j'habite au Canada. I live in Canada. J'habite au Brésil. I live in Brazil. Je vais au marché. I go to market. Je vais au parc. I go to the park. Je suis au cinéma. I am in the cinema. Je suis au restaurant. I am at the restaurant. Au nord, in the north. Au sud, in the south. So here, for places, localization and shops, but it should be masculine. All right? Because we have some shops with feminine. We have some places, feminine, localization with feminine. All right? So in this case, we use other preposition. But if our noun or words is masculine, shops, places, localization, definitely we use O. When it goes also for masculine countries, we use also O. As example given here, j'habite au Canada, j'habite au Brésil, j'habite au Japon, j'habite au Brésil et beaucoup d'autres exemples. Je vais au marché, je vais au parc, je suis au cinéma, je suis au restaurant, au nord, au sud. Merci, j'espère que ça va très bien. Alors, on continue. À la. Quand est-ce qu'on utilise à la? When do we use à la? How do we use à la? Très bien. Alors, we use à la for feminine nouns. All right? Events, places, all right? To express at the or to the. All right? In English. So for that, in French, we use à la. So remember, feminine nouns. Make sure you keep in mind feminine nouns or identify feminine noun or make sure the noun you use is feminine or masculine. And make sure you have the right, spelling and the right gender. It's very important in French grammar. Très bien. Alors, let's go with few examples. Je suis à la réunion. Je suis à la cérémonie. Je suis à la maison. Je suis à la plage. Je suis à la banque. So these words or nouns are feminine. Because we say la réunion, la cérémonie, la maison, la plage, la banque. So for that we say à la et à la. So here, je suis à la réunion. I am in the meeting. Je suis à la cérémonie. I am in the ceremony. Je suis à la maison. I am home. Je suis à la plage. I am at the beach. Je suis à la banque. I am at the bank. All right? So here we have à la to express at the or today. Très bien. Now let's move to the last point, which is al. When do we use al? How do we use al? What al mean? Okay, in French. Très bien. So here we use al for places, starting with vowel. All right, or noun starting with vowels. So for example, je vais à l'école, starting with e. E is a vowel. So we have à l'école. Je vais à l'hôtel. So here starting with vowel and H silent. And it's expressed other or to the or in the. Très bien. Example, je vais à l'école. Je vais à l'hôtel. Je suis à l'hôpital. Je suis à l'usine. Très bien. Alors, what je vais à l'école mean? Je vais à l'école. I go to school. Je vais à l'hôtel. I'm going to the hotel. Je suis à l'hôpital. I am at the hospital. Je suis à l'usine, pardon. Je suis à l'usine. I am at the factory. Très bien. Now let's summarize very quick. A for cities to express in. A to someone, a name of person. A for mean of transportation, we cannot get inside. So, example, j'habite à Paris, j'habite à Dubaï. Je parle à Marseille. Je vais à pied, je vais à vélo, je vais à moto. Très bien. Et là, nous avions en. So, quand est-ce qu'on utilise en? When do we use en? So, we use en for feminine countries. All right. So, we have so many feminine countries. All right. And en is used also for mean of transportation to express by. But the mean of transportation we can get inside. If we cannot get inside, we use a. If we can get inside, we use en. And to express for period and season, on or in, we use en. So, example, j'habite en France, I live in France. J'habite en Australie. I live in Australia. Je vais en avion. I go by plane. Je vais en bateau. I go by boat. Je suis en retard. I am late. Je suis en vacances. I am on holiday. En 2023, in 2023. En mars, in March. En été, in summer. En hiver, in winter. All right, so we express your season, period, transport, and feminine countries. Now let's go with O. So O is used for masculine countries. All right, to express in. And it's also used for masculine places. Localization, shops. For example, j'habite au Canada. J'habite au Brésil. I live in Canada. I live in Brazil. Je vais au marché. Je vais au marché. I'm going to the market. Je vais au parc. I'm going to the park. Je suis au cinéma. I am in the cinema. Je suis au restaurant. I am at the restaurant. Au nord. Au sud. OK? Alors, on va à la quatrième. OK? Alors, à la. À la. It's used for feminine noun. Events, places. At the, to the. Je suis à la réunion. Je suis à la cérémonie. Je suis à la maison. Je suis à la plage. Je suis à la banque. So we have so many places which are feminine and we can use à la. You can make some more example. Très bien. Al with the L apostrophe. So al is used for places, okay, or nouns starting with vowels or H silent. All right. Example. Je vais à l'école. I, A. Je vais à l'hôtel. So hotel starting with H, so it's silent. So that's why we use al. Je suis à l'hôpital. Je suis à l'usine. Alors, c'est tout pour ce soir, pour ce cours avec les prépositions à, en, au, à la, al. Alors, j'espère que le cours a été très bien reçu et que vous aviez compris et que voilà, vous pouvez aussi expliquer à d'autres personnes et vous pouvez vous améliorer. Voilà. Alors, c'est tout pour ce soir. J'espère que vous pouvez partager le direct afin que beaucoup de personnes puissent également apprendre avec nous. Merci à tous d'être présents et on se verra pour un nouveau cours et à très prochaine. Bye everyone. Thank you for being here today again for our today's class. I hope that was helpful and useful. Hopefully, you're going to put into practice and make more examples and make some practical activities and use it in daily basis and make basic sentences and improve your French language and French communication. So put everything in real life and make sure you use it in daily basis situations. That's it for today. Thank you and see you on our next class. That's it for today. Au revoir et à très bientôt. Au revoir. C'était votre professeur Marcel.